Hi, this is Javin Kharo, chemical engineer by profession, going to continue our today's topic, distillation column, type and design consideration. Now what is that? Type of distillation column. Several distillation columns are designed to accomplish certain separation and vary in complication. Now batch column. Feed to column is add batch by batch. In this process, after charging the column with a batch, distillation process begins. The next batch of feed is supplied. Once required process goal is accomplished. Continuous column. Continuous column handle a constant feed stream. There are no interruption unless there are no issue with the column or associated process unit that result in high throughput. Now continuous columns are further divided based on type of feed. Binary column. The feed has only two components. Multi-component column. The feed has more than two components. Now multi-component columns are more often utilized in oil refineries. Now distillation column main component. Distillation column consists various components, each utilized to transfer heat effectively, improve material transfer. There are various important components in typical distillation column. A vertical shaft for separating liquid components. Internal of column such as plate, tray, packing to improve separation of components. A reboiler to generate a vapor. A condenser for condensed vapor at top of the column. A reflux drum collect the condensed vapor and transfer liquid reflux back to the column. Now column internal are contained vertical cell which together with the reboiler condenser form a distillation column. Terminology and important operations. Feed of the liquid mixture usually feed to tray called feed tray in the middle of the column. Feed tray separate the column into sections, the bottom stripping and top rectification. The feed descends the column till it reaches a reboiler bottom which it is collected. Heat is provided reboiler to produce vapor. Any appropriate fluid can be used heat source. However, steam is frequently used process industries. In process industries, output of column can utilize heating source for other columns to get maximum energy utilization and reduce energy waste. Vapor produced in reboiler are resent into unit bottom of column. Liquid extracted from the reboiler is bottom product or simply bottom. A condenser cool the vapor that go up to column as it leave the top of the unit. The condensed liquid collected in a reflux drum. Some of the fluid is recirculated column top referred as reflux and the distillate or top product is the condensed liquid that comes out of the column. Now distillation column internal component. Important part of distillation column internal is tray that contribute significant performance of the column. Tray are made different design and associated complexity. Linked with the feed needed to distillate, purity requirement, processing, capital cost. There are some of the important type tray in distillation column. First one is bubble cap tray. A riser is placed over each hole in a bubble cap and covered with a cap. Riser and cap are spaced apart, allow vapor to flow. The cap vapor rises are directed downward before bubbling through tray content. Now sieve tray. Sieve tray are like metal plate which hole drilled into them through the liquid on the plate. Vapor rises straight up. Design factor include quantity, size and hole arrangement. Wall tray. Wall tray holes are covered by cap that can lifted. Vapor flow rises the cap producing flow space, vapor to travel through, lifting top sand the vapor horizontally into liquid, allow greater mixing than the sieve tray. Now design tray and liquid flow. Passage of vapor and liquid through a tray and column A downcomer is a pair of conduct on either side each tray. Gravity causes liquid to descend where on tray and jaw some of the liquid on tray and the holder is appropriate height. For example, bubble cap are covered by liquid. Because vapor is lighter than the liquid, it rises the column and pulls pass through liquid via perforation. Each tray, the active tray area refers space on each tray allow vapor to travel through. A tray function, small column, each tray compare portion of the separation operation. Now extrapolate from the more tray, they are the greater than degree separation and total separation efficiency is highly dependent on tray design. By studying liquid and vapor distribution on tray are intended to optimize vapor-liquid interaction. Greater vapor-liquid interaction translate the better separation each tray, which lead to improved column performance. Now structure packing. Structure packing refer material design. The distillation column structure packing comprise corrugated metal plate, gate position, fluid run, convoluted courses through the column, creating a large surface area for phase interactions. Corrugated sheet and perforated embossing metal and wire gauge are used to make structure packing. Now result, honeycomb structure with slanted flow channel has a large surface area yet very low gas resistance to flow. This property provides considerable performance improvement. Now, difference of packing versus tray. By replacing segment tray with packing, a tray column with throughput issue, debottleneck the issue, packing improve interfacial area for liquid vapor interaction. Separation efficiency can enhance for same column height and pack column are smaller than the tray column. Because difference is pack and tray column, the continuous contact and stage contact column. General design consideration. Design distillation column is often divided into two parts, a mechanical design and process design. Goal of the process design, figure out the number of theoretical stage column diameter and tower height needed. On the other hand, mechanical design concentrate internal tower and the arrangement design heat exchanger. Several elements are required when develop distillation column include environmental, safety standard, column performance, design economy and criteria limit the process. Now, some of the general design guideline is the most cost effective way separating liquid is distillation. Relative volatility is the ratio of vapor pressure for ideal mixes such as medium temperature, low pressure and non-polar. The operating pressure of tower is frequently governed by the temperature is available, cooling medium in the condenser or the maximum permitted reboiler temperature. Now sequencing in the distillation column start with simple at separation, fewer tray and reflux. Remove component by one as overhead product when relative volatility and feed concentrate do not fluctuate greatly. When concentration, feed fluctuate greatly, relative volatility do not remove component, sequence decreases concentration in the feed. Ideal reflux ratio term cost around 120% to 150% of the minimum reflux ratio. A safety factor at least 10% over the number of steps. Calculate using the best approach recommended. The reflux pump should have 25% safety factor during reflux operation. Reflux drum are nearly always horizontal installed intended 5-minute holder at half of the drum volume. Due to wind load, foundation concern, tower height should limited 53 meter. A tower length oblique diameter ratio should be less than 30, ideal less than 20. Now purpose of distillation column. First one is purification. It is used to purify liquid by separating impurity and desired product based on their boiling point. Fractional distillation column. Industries like petroleum refining, it separate crude oil into fraction like gasoline, kerosene and diesel. Concentration. It concentrates substance by remove less volatile component commonly used in production, spirit and essential oil. Recovery. Column can recover specific component from wastewater stream, playing role, recycling and environment management. Now, the explanation of what task each internal has column system. Internal short explanation of internal parts. Their first one is mist eliminator. Located head of the column. They are used to prevent entrainment, vapor outlet. They can consist packing, inert fabric. Liquid distributor. Component evenly dispense incoming fluid over the column cross section. This type channel, tube, nozzle will depend on different characteristics of liquid. Packing. Typical borosilicate glass structure used to their temperature allowance and corrosion resistance. Other materials are available. Condition of process require different options. Support grid tray. Tray provide effective support. Structure packing. Retaining most of gas flow. Cross-sectional area. Minimize the pressure drop. Support grid made different corrosion resistance material. They are also used. Structure packing in a place. Now, funnel around packing wall wiper. A liquid column has tendency to vent to run down inner wall. Inner wall wiper work deflect liquid from the column inner wall back to packing in maximum column efficiency. Now, collector and redistributor. Position underneath the packing. Collector catch run down liquid either remove from the column or feedback to the redistributor. Structure Durapack packing. When high level separation efficiency needed, structure packing process objective Durapack is comprised alternative arrangement. Plate of glass with flow channel inclined 45 glass plate used together borosilicate glass. Only material in contact with process fluid. Steam intake. Uniform steam distribute use packing efficiently, reducing overall height of the column. Vortex breaker. The collector located very bottom of column help to ensure reliable liquid drainage, keep run down liquid from entering the steam inlet. Now, in distillation column, reflux refer process returning portion of the condensed overhead vapor back to top of the column. The liquid non-reflux enhance separation efficiency, promoting vapor to liquid contact, increasing concentration, desired volatile component in distilling. Now, purpose of reflux. Enhance separation. Reflux provide counter current flow of liquid, increasing contact between vapor and liquid phase within column. This allows better separation component with different boiling point, leading a high purity distillate, temperature control. Reflux liquid help to maintain the temperature profile with the column by absorbing heat from the ascending vapor and cooling them. Increase mass transfer. Reflux enhance mass transfer by providing liquid medium and volatile component to dissolve transfer between phases. How reflux work? Condensation. The vapor leaving top of the distillation column cooled and condensed into liquid in condenser. Reflux drum. The condensed liquid collected in reflux drum which act reservoir for the reflux. Return to column. A portion of liquid from the reflux drum pumped back top of the column as reflux, which remaining portion is drawn of product. Reflux ratio. Ratio of reflux liquid to product withdrawn called reflux ratio. Higher reflux ratio generally lead better separation but also increase efficiency consumption. Type of reflux. Total reflux. A total reflux, all condensed vapor return to column, maximum separation efficiency but also return the most energy. Partial reflux. in partial reflux, portion of condensed vapor return to column, while rest is drawn of product. This is more common mode of operation, industrial distillation. Okay guys, this is up to our today's topic, distillation column, type and design consideration. I hope you get sufficient knowledge after watching this video. Next Sunday we have covered some another chemical engineering topic. Still then goodbye. Do take good care of yourself.